Hey, good morning everybody. This is John again from Volkswagen Planet. It is a nice, cool, brisk 53 degrees here in Tampa, Florida. It is a little chilly. I'm in the shade. We got some wind. So hopefully I'll make this video real quick. This is the 1972 Super Beetle. If you guys have been following the series, you guys know that this has been a day-to-day grind. I try to keep you guys posted on what's been going on a daily basis. I only get about an hour, maybe 2 hours tops a day, sometimes every day, due to the daily and life struggles that has been coming up in my life. So I don't want to get into that, but I really don't have a lot of time, so I'm going to make this real short and sweet. So what I'm showing you today is I'm basically putting the car back together. I know I'm still going to paint the grills and everything else, but I'm just tired of the clutter. It's time to clean up so we can get focused. I think we're at that point now where we're starting to make the turn and everything's starting to come together. So over here, just going to give you guys an update. Installed the headlight switch. We know that the brake switch, the dual brake warning switch comes on when you turn the key. I've got the battery disconnected right now because of just grounds that are all over the place. We know we got the emergency flasher going. These two right here are for the ventilation controls for the fresh air vents, which are there and there. We'll be installing those later on. And for those of you who are a purist and everything else, this right here is not the correct ashtray for an auto stick. This isn't a 72 auto stick version when it was originally brand new. So this is wrong, but I'm not concerned about that because this is not going to be an auto stick. So that's going to stay. Not too sure about the radio, but that's, down the road. Also going to paint the glove box door, but said that's getting down the road. So let me show you what I was working on today. Okay, so we are behind the driver's side seat, and what I started doing was cleaning all this area out, all the dirt and grime and just day-to-day filth. And I was starting to work on this relay right here. And for those of you who don't know what that is, that's the rear defogger relay. And what that does is, it's pretty obvious just by the words, is if you have a rear defogging system in your car, which if your car has those heating bars in the back, then your car more likely came with that option. This car seems to be, I don't want to say pretty well optioned, but I guess for a Volkswagen back in the day, it seems to have quite a bit of, check marks on the boxes. So what I did here is I was working on this relay because it connects to the fresh air ventilation that I was working on in the last video. So I figured that I would just try to complete that whole entire, I guess you could say, package or option. So I know this is part of the switch and everything else because I started eliminating the wires up in front and I came across this wire, which obviously has to share the same switch. So what we have here, like I said, it's the relay. I put a test light on that. I'm getting getting good power to where we need power. It seems to be going where it needs to go. The only thing I'll show you up front is I don't have power to the light itself, but that could be because of some of the grounds, or it could be a ground off. And this is what I'm talking about. Or this could be the culprit here. And what this situation is it comes off of the wiring harness that goes to the back of the car, and it's just a dark gray case, and this is what I had to work with. And what this is it's 3 brown wires and 1 green wire with one of those eyelets again. So I'm going to check the Bentley manual tonight. If you guys know where this could possibly go, comment below. I'm almost positive this right here did not come from the factory. So, but maybe there's another grounding bar back here that I don't know about. So that's going to be tonight's lesson. 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, I'll be working on this. So when you guys are sleeping, I'm always working, watching your videos, and trying to find out what I'll be working on the following day. And since I got your guys' attention on that, this seems to be 2 wires that go right under the fuel line. And so if you guys know what this is, save me some time, comment below. Seems to be a brown wire that goes into a connector. So I'm pretty sure that that's pretty self-explanatory. I'm sure it's going to go to another ground. But the other wire goes, there's a blue with a red stripe wire that goes into a double relay. And that wire seems to be going up front somewhere. So if you guys know where that is or what that may go to, comment below. Appreciate all your comments. Please appreciate all the respect for others, and it's just a really good feeling that I don't have a lot of views, but I know the guys who are viewing are consistent. I'm getting about the same views every single night. Consistency is the best way to finish this. You guys are really helping me finish my project. I can't thank you guys enough. But like I said, this is what I've been working on. Oh, so I wanted to show you guys something. And for those of you who may be new, if you don't know what we're even talking about here, this is a rear defogger relay. I know I mentioned it earlier in the video, but let me show you a couple things that you could see in your car if you have it, or maybe you don't even have the option in your car. So first, obvious, is the rear window. If it's got the heating bars in there, it's probably a pretty good sign that you have it. But given throughout the years that, just changing the windows and seals, you may have not replaced it. But if you wanted to go back, that's the first thing you got to do. And you can see on the corner of the windows, about midway, those are the little wires that come into this relay that sends the power to heat those, the bars there. So I'm going to show you up front, or bring you up front to show you a couple things, and that way you could identify your car has it or doesn't have it. Guys, ever see a car with a switch like this right around your fuse box area? I'm not sure the location on any others, but this is a 72, and what that is that turns your rear defroster on and off. Real simple, pretty self-explanatory. And one other thing you can tell, if you don't have that, it's probably a good, probably safe to bet that you don't have the rear defogger option. But that's not the last thing. Let me show you on the speedometer. All right, guys, so looking at the speedometer, if you see those little, let's see if I can zoom in that little bit more here. Okay, right between your high beam, or your, it'd be your high beams and your generator light, or your alternator light, whatever you have, there's going to be one more light. And it's going to have the little squiggly little lines on there. And that will tell you if you have the rear defogger option or not. So that's really what I've been doing today. Besides putting the dashboard together, it's been cold. It's just real quick putting things together. I clean the tools up so I know where I can start finding my stuff. So I want to say thank you guys again. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Like I said, check out my the people who I subscribe to. Click on their channel, check them out. Real bunch of good guys and a couple girls. But I just want to say thank you guys. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless our great nation. Don't forget to comment below if you know what those wires go to in the back there, especially all those brown ground wires. But let's see what we can get accomplished tomorrow, and from that point on. If you do have a one of those fan motors, the whole entire box, and it does run, like I said, this is for a 1972 Super Beetle. I'm not exactly sure of the years, but if you have one and the fan motor does run, comment below, and maybe we can get together, as long as it's a reasonable price and shipping's not, too, crazy or way out of the park. we can put the deal together, because I'd like to get the car together. I've come this far. I mean, some of the things I'm doing, these wiring jobs, people don't even have in their cars, or they haven't even used this in their cars in the last 20 years or so. So I find it pretty neat that all this old stuff's working. Probably hasn't been working, like I said, probably 30, 40 years, but it's pretty neat to me. So this is what keeps me going, and your comments. So like, comment, share, subscribe. Catch you guys later. God bless. Stay warm, and we'll catch you on tomorrow's video.